Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also rise today to ask about the devastating fires that have ravaged Fort McMurray. Given that this situation remains critical and thousands of Albertans have been displaced from their homes, to the Minister of Municipal Affairs, what coordinated effort is the Government of Alberta undertaking to ensure temporary shelter and assistance for those Albertans who have been forced from their homes?
Minister of Municipal Affairs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a significant natural disaster that has displaced tens of thousands of Albertans. A provincial state of emergency has been declared, and all areas of government have been mobilized and are actively providing supports to displaced Albertans in a number of ways. From HS to Environment and Parks to Human Services to the Ministry of Finance, efforts are being coordinated to ensure that evacuated Albertans get the support they need at this critical time. We will continue to work across government and with municipalities, organizations and businesses in all levels of government to support evacuated Albertans.
First supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. When a disaster like this strikes, Albertans and Canadians come together to help the community in need. To the Minister of Municipal Affairs, what types of supports are other municipalities, provinces and the Government of Canada offering, and how can individual Albertans help Fort McMurrayans affected by the fire?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Albertans from across the province are coming together because that is what we do. We support each other in times of need. Alberta's municipalities are providing to shelter and tend to evacuated Albertans, as well as firefighting resources to help us fight this fire and keep people safe. The federal government is committed to working with us to deal with issues such as income supports for those who've lost their livelihood, business recovery in the area, infrastructure requirements, housing and health issues, and disaster financial assistance. And a recent announcement this morning, they would also fast-track employment insurance benefits for all workers affected by the fire. Individual Albertans are encouraged to donate to the Alberta Red Cross, where our government is met.
Thank you, Honourable Member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that combating disasters is not only about response, but is also about recovery, to the same minister, what can the minister share with the House today regarding supports for the long-term recovery of Fort McMurray?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I can speak to that to two levels. The first is that our priority right now is ensuring Albertans are safe, but we are there for you now, and we will be there to help you rebuild, and we will be there to see the recovery through. But on the other hand, I speak as someone who has been there and through that in Slave Lake, and you can do it. Your community will be rebuilt. Alberta will be around behind you, and you know, in the end, your community will be strengthened by the way you have worked together in this experience.